Hello, my name is Rafael Musni, and the role I'm playing in West Side Story is Bernardo. I came to theater in a roundabout way. I started off as a commercial actor, but I've also found some fantastic roles. I got to play Billy Flynn in Chicago. What guy doesn't want to be Billy Flynn in Chicago? Musicals have an interesting thing because when you do a musical, it's kind of like making Thanksgiving dinner, right? You do it the best you can, and in the way that you're doing it, you realize that this is the path that many people have taken before, and you're going to take it, and many people will come after you to also do it. So this is your moment to make it yours, and it's ephemeral, but you have to be there, you have to be present. And it's also very interesting that you get to do this fantastic performance, putting all your heart and your energy into it, and in an odd way, you're the one person in the world that doesn't get to see it, right? You invite all your friends, you invite all your enemies, you invite the people that are just passers-by, people you meet, in a coffee shop, and they get to see you just putting everything into it, and it's a really special thing. My job, I feel, as an actor, is to, whether I'm playing a comic character or an evil person or just some snarky whatever, is to really wake people up inside, to give them that feeling that they had maybe in school, maybe when they were growing up, that anything is possible, any feeling is possible, and that you still have a chance to become the best person you can be, even if that person is something that you've never thought of before, never even conceived it possible. West Side Story, even when I've got nothing going on, sometimes I'll pull up the disc to watch that movie. And if I don't have time, I'll pull out the disc or maybe pull it up on YouTube now just to watch a few key scenes. America being one of my favorites. Just because, and I love the cinematic version of it, just because it's a conversation about two people from a similar place who have conflicting feelings about something, and who doesn't have a relationship with something that they love and care about, which is not in conflict with some of their own beliefs and values. I happen to live in San Francisco. It's a city I love. It's a city that I detest sometimes. It's a city that I know people are dying to get to, and it's a city for me that is, boy, someday maybe I shouldn't be here, but I still stick with it because it's the place that I came from. It's the place that I want to go to, and I feel like it's the envy. As for why West Side Story, the director actually cold called me. He still had some roles to fill. Every director usually does their call and then realizes that they have a few gaps. He called me out of the blue, and when he told me what he was looking for, I thought, what a fantastic chance, especially now. Right now we have a national conversation going on about people. We could have other words for that, but what are we talking about? We're talking about people. People who are trying to find their way, and others who, for no fault of their own, are also displaced and also trying to find their way. And though no one has done anything wrong yet, they start on a path that leads to mutual destruction. And yet, some of them know that there's another way. They just can't quite see it, can't quite touch it. I'm hoping that this musical, done right now and done live in a theater, will wake up within people the fact that there's a greater need, now more than ever, to engage in that conversation, that people matter, that the things that we say to people, but certainly the things that we do to people, it's more important to remember that everyone, no matter where they're coming from, they're just trying to find their way, whether they're 5, 35, or 85. They just are trying to find their way for themselves, their friends, their family, or maybe their community. And I'm hoping people will come and see that and be inspired to try and make life work. What a great time to actually see this production. a certain director who shall remain nameless is going to have his cinematic version coming out soon in December. And it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of people will go to see it. Live theater, right here in the South Bay, in Sunnyvale. This was one of the first productions to be offered for live, in-person theatrical production with a live audience. Why would you wait? You know, there are people that are willing to fly to Broadway just to have that experience. And there is nothing like having the theatrical experience. And when it's close to you, when it's within an hour's drive, there's no reason to not go. The thing is, we're really blessed here that you have talented, energetic people that are willing to put everything else aside and to show up on stage playing these characters, playing these archetypes, singing these songs, having this conversation with you, the audience. The production is nothing without you being in the theater with us. And I dare you to find another show that's opening within a few weeks. So you really should. Right now, call your friends, book the tickets, and make plans to see the earliest show that you can get to. The earliest show that you can get to. I can't tell you how many friends have planned to come on the last night of the show, and then something goes wrong. So get to the earliest show that you can feasibly make. And be sure to invite your friends, because you're not going to want to come to this and not have people that you like to talk to see it with. So.